Hey guys, it's Mr. Nanari. I have another art project based on one of the books that were read on our YouTube channel, Rainbow Fish. And I do have an example here that's done with colored construction paper. I'm going to be just working with white in case you don't have the color construction paper at home, but feel free to use whatever colors you got. This is a rainbow fish. He's supposed to be different colors. So you will need a piece of paper, at least one sheet. You'll need some type of glue. I'm going to use the glue stick today. Pair of scissors to cut out our shapes. A little bit of aluminum foil. Found this in the kitchen. And then something to draw with. Either a little marker or a pencil. And then lots of different color crayons to get it nice and colorful to make that rainbow fish. Now we do have a couple shapes that we're going to be working with. They are like a circle or an oval. Does not have to be perfect. And then we have triangles. We have a long one, kind of a medium, and then three little smaller guys. I was able to fit it all on one page. If you can't and you have more paper, use as much as you can or want. So we're going to start off by drawing our biggest part, this big oval part of the fish. It's going to use up most of our paper. I'm going to use a marker so you guys can see it a little bit better. And then we have some triangles to do. The biggest one is this big tail fin back here. That's kind of like a squished down triangle. I'm going to put it right along the bottom here. We have all these fins on the bottom part, roughly the same size. So we'll put a couple triangles here. Again, they don't have to be the exact same. And then a larger one that's going to go up at the top. I have it all mapped out. I'm going to start cutting it out now. Remember, when we're cutting, we're keeping these scissors pointed away from us. The thumb goes in the smaller hole, and however many fingers you can fit in that bottom part. With your other hand, we hold the paper, and we turn the paper as we cut. This keeps those scissors pointed away from us. So there's the body, my oval. Cut out my big tail fin here. Now, if you're not really good at cutting perfectly straight lines, remember this is a fish. You don't have perfectly straight lines. If you want to make it a little wavy, make it a little wavy. It's just going to add some more character to your fish. Another triangle, another triangle, almost a triangle, now it's a triangle, and my last one. Alright, so clean up my area here so I'm not getting confused on what I'm supposed to glue. See, that looks like, ooh, that looks like a good fin. Might use that. So we have my body, tail fin, fin that goes on the top, fin that goes on the bottom, all three of them. I like to arrange kind of figure out where I want to put these before I start gluing them down. But you want 2 up towards the top here. 1 kind of sticks out towards the back part. And then the one that goes on the top. So we'll glue all those down. If you're using the Elmer's glue, the liquid stuff, I would glue first and then wait a little bit, wait like 10 minutes or so, let that glue dry. Because when we go to start coloring and drawing on this, they'll still move all over the place because it's still wet. Also, if you want to get a little bit harder, you can glue some of the triangles behind your body to make it look like it's on the other side. So to do that, you put a little bit of glue on the front, slide it underneath, give it a little tap, let it sit there to dry. I'm going to do the same thing with this one back here. But really, as long as you have these around the same area, this little guy will come out looking perfect. I like to glue most of mine underneath on the back. All right, so I'm going to let that dry so that I can draw and color on it. Again, if I try to do it now, and I'm going to color, these things just slip right off. So I did make another one that has got a chance to dry. I have my triangle on the top, triangle on the bottom, and the sides, and the back. To get our rainbow fish set up, he has this big face part where there's no scales, and then everything else is colored in. So to get our face, I'm gonna almost make like the letter C. It goes from the top to the bottom. And on this example, I made it a little squiggly. I know now that from here up, I'm not going to do anything with the colors. But from here all the way back, this gets colored in. If you're real good at coloring, you can just start right away with these little scales that fill up the whole thing. I'm going to use my marker so you can see that all of these scales are the letter C. And if you fill up the whole thing, you'll have basically a coloring page that you just can pick whatever colors you want and fill it in. Letter C, letter C, letter C, letter C, letter C, letter C. Going all the way back to the back of this. Letter C, letter C, letter C, letter C. And this gives us something to color in. It also makes it look like a fish with really colorful scales. I'm only going to do this on this oval part too. So once you get to the back, just stop. And the fun part. Start picking out what colors you want to use. I'm going to start off with green. Color in one scale at a time. Get a different color, go to a different scale, color it in. If you don't like, just keep putting crayons down like this. Color one. There's a blue. Skip to another part of the fish. And go in the back here. Go down to the bottom. Now I'm going to switch colors. I have 4 blues. We'll grab a yellow. Color another fin, nice gold color yellow here. Go to another area, color that little guy in. You're going to keep coloring until all these scales are all filled in. Not going to make you wait. I already did mine. So I used as many different colors as I could. Made it all random, just all over the place with the different colors. So we have now to decorate our triangles, our fins, and then the face. So on the book, they use blue and purple in the fins, a little bit of green along the bottom. Again, this is your rainbow fish. You pick whatever colors you want. You can decorate. I grab a blue too. I like that blue. It was just some swirly, wavy lines, just to decorate it up. Draw whatever you want on these. Just to give the fish some more colors. You know what? I'm going to put some red in the back here too. Some spaghetti noodle type lines. Spaghetti. Want to color the whole thing in? Color the whole thing in. You guys are welcome to post on Dojo too all your finished projects. I know I've seen a lot of you guys putting your pictures up there and I love it. It's great. If you don't want to make these swirly lines through the whole thing, another way to do this, since I'm using white paper, is really lightly. You can color the whole fin. It gives it a little bit more color instead of just that white paper. Using the same crayon here for kind of my background color on the fish. All right, we will make the face. So he needs an eyeball. Circle. And then a smaller circle inside, which you can color in. His mouth, I like to make him smiling. He's a happy fish. Give your fish a little smile, a little color in his face here. And you know what? I'm going to take that blue, just like I did with these. I'm going to color the face too. Oh, it looks like it was a different color. Even better. I'm going to stay away from his eye so I can make that eyeball white. So we have our fish parts, we have our fish colors. The last thing at the end of the book, this is a spoiler if you didn't read the book, is a little scale that is really shiny. So you can cut out a little one. That's a little bigger than all the other ones. Let's make it just a smidge smaller here. Again, I'm doing the letter C, just like I did for all of his other scales. And you can put this wherever you want. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of it here. Put it on my rainbow fish. And I'm all done. So this is the one, there's not as much coloring with the different color paper, but make a couple of them. Give them some friends to play with. Again, if you're able to, take a picture of you and your fish, put it on Dojo. I will message you back, and hope to see you very soon, guys. Miss ya. Stay creative. Have fun.